You're sleeping on Destroyer. Why? Is it because he doesn't give instant dopamine? Yeah. You little thief freaks know exactly what I'm talking about. Stop stealing my loot. Destroyer doesn't pop off early. He cooks. He takes the hits. He does the ugly work the other shells don't want to touch. And when Marathon's meta slows down and solidifies, Destroyer is going to be near the top. He's the late bloomer, and I'll tell you exactly why. What's up, beautiful people? I'm Cam, aka Kalua. Today, we're talking about Destroyer and Marathon. Destroyer isn't the prettiest, nor is he the flashiest. However, Destroyer is the hardest working. He is the gas that powers your team. He's up front and in the trenches. I know you all have that friend that likes to dive headfirst without quite literally any thought. I also know that you're picturing that person right now. I like to call that person Billy. Billy tends to show his head in every video of ours. Destroyer is going to feel underwhelming early, and that is not because he's weak. It's because early in Marathon's life cycle, game knowledge is low. It's a brand new extraction shooter. Engaging is risky. You die, you lose your gear. Simple as that. And Destroyer's entire kit is built around engagement. He wants to take space, push first, and apply pressure. But when players don't know the maps yet, they don't understand rotations, and they don't trust their teammates, well, that kind of kit feels a little bit scary, not strong. On paper, Destroyer looks like he wants to fight constantly. In practice, early players don't want to fight at all. And that mismatch is why he feels worse than he actually is. Because Destroyer isn't designed to thrive in chaos. He's designed to thrive once players know when to engage, not just how. As we learn the maps, the pacing, and the flow of fights, Destroyer starts to make a lot more sense. And that's where the scaling begins. If you're enjoying this video so far, I'd appreciate you dropping a like or a sub. This is where we start to define the Destroyer's real role. Destroyer, at first glance, is the quote-unquote ogre of the team. The tank, if you will. He's going to be getting dumped on, for lack of a better word. He'll be taking the damage for the team. He'll be pushing first. He will be the focus target. He doesn't get the credit. He doesn't get the clips. And he doesn't get the praise. Well, not yet, at least. But every good team needs someone willing to do the ugly work. This is a misconception with Destroyer. Sure, you can play him that way, but it isn't the strongest. Destroyer's role is much more complex. Is it to be a tank? Is it to apply pressure? Or is it to simply soak up the damage and buy time for your team? Destroyer's roles is going to consist of engaging and map control, but not in the way that a recon controls. Where recon will scan and throws utility out to suss out potential threats, a Destroyer is going to quite literally take their space away. And that taken space is going to apply pressure and give you inherent map control. Think about it. Using your riot barricade as an offensive mechanism. Pop that bad boy and run at your enemy. Take the space from them. Use your thrusters and double sprint to close the gap. Pressure them. Make them make a mistake. And when that mistake happens, you take that sweet, sweet loot. And this is where Destroyer starts to scale. This is why the Destroyer gets better with time. As Marathon's meta grows and evolves, three things always happen. Players learn maps inside and out, are aware of what their kits are capable of, and respect positioning more. This is where Destroyer begins to come alive. As you learn the maps, you can more easily take away space from players. Pressure, well, pressure is a funny thing. It never goes away in extraction shooters. Destroyer is able to take until there's nothing more to take. Destroyer punishes rushed pushes, poor positioning, and bad coordination. And as those mistakes become smaller and smaller, you want the tools available to you to put holes in opposing players' play. Destroyer, well, Destroyer complements that perfectly. Here's where the Destroyer really separates himself. Long term, Destroyer doesn't exist to carry teams. He exists to stabilize them by controlling the map. As we journey through Marathon, we will be looking more for consistency. And when that happens, Destroyer becomes the class that holds and takes space while recon feeds information, Soaks up damage when being pushed for safe disengages. Anchors fights when plans fall apart. Destroyer is capable of being proactive and reactive. Very few kits have that capability. That's why he ages so well. Because as players get smarter, the game rewards the class that is able to play the game in more than one way. So, if Destroyer feels underwhelming right now, don't write him off. Let him cook. Some classes spike early. Some classes never spike. Destroyer is Marathon's late bloomer, and when the meta settles, you're going to be very glad to have him on your team. Or even solo. I'll see you on Tau Ceti, runners.